If this found you, just pause for a second, because your energy has been reaching for answers, even if you haven't said it out loud. There's someone you can't fully detach from, someone you've tried to move on from, tried to rationalize, tried to be okay about, and yet their energy still lingers. You still feel them. You still think about what went wrong, what could have been different, what they're feeling, and why this connection hasn't released you, even when you swear you're done. If you're stuck between holding on and letting go, if you've been questioning the bond, the timing, whether it meant anything or why it's so hard to move forward, this reading is for you. Your energy right now is a mix of wanting a fresh start, but also not wanting to be the one to lead it anymore. You've carried this dynamic for so long that part of you is like, I just want freedom, peace, a reset. And the other part is exhausted from having to be the responsible one in this connection. It's kind of a weird combination of hope and burnout, like you're trying to reclaim your power after giving too much of it away. Their energy right now is stuck, but they hate being stuck. This is about an avoidant, so instead of sitting with their feelings and trying to actually understand them, they distract themselves or pull away. They feel pressure, they feel fear, and instead of pausing and gaining clarity, they try to dodge that mirror entirely. But they also aren't able to fully let go, and that's why they still feel energetically tangled with you. The emotional bond between you is not helping either with the King of Cups. There's a real emotional depth here. They might not show it, but this connection hits them deeper than they let on. It is not casual. There's a level of emotional maturity or emotional recognition between you, even if it's not expressed the same way. And this is why you feel pulled back in, even when you're trying to move forward. What you meant to them as the Nine of Cups, you were a wish fulfilled for them. Someone who made them feel good, seen and desirable and understood. You were comfort and connection, and they genuinely enjoyed the version of themselves that they felt like when they were with you. They may not have handled the connection well, but you were an emotional highlight, not a background character. They still feel sparks when they think of you. There's curiosity, desire, and this urge to reach out with the Page of Wands, but it's immature energy. They feel the pull, but they don't know what to do with it, so it shows up as impulsive thoughts, like little internal nudges or sudden waves of wanting to reconnect. They just struggle to follow through because they're avoidant and they're scared of emotional accountability. As for why you can't let go, we have the Ten of Wands here, so you've been carrying the emotional weight of this entire connection. You're tired, but you're also attached because somewhere along the way, you convinced yourself that it was your responsibility to solve the disconnect. You're not stuck because you're weak, you're stuck because you've been overwhelmed, hoping your effort would fix what he avoids confronting. There's also the possibility that this connection activated every emotional burden that you carry. It tapped into your fear of abandonment, your longing for safety, your self-worth wounds, your history with avoidant partners. You're not just grieving him, you're grieving every moment in your life where you felt unchosen. This connection became the container for all that pain, and letting go feels impossible because this became symbolic of something deeper for you. With what you're supposed to learn, we had the Queen of Wands in the Tower, so you're meant to rediscover your power, your self-worth, your independence, your fire. The Queen of Wands is confident, self-respecting, magnetic. But the Tower says this connection had to break you open to get there. This situation is a catalyst, not a punishment. It's forcing you to level up and rebuild, shed old attachment wounds. You're becoming a stronger, more self-assured version of yourself because of this. You're learning that losing someone who can't show up is not a loss, it's a clearing. As for what blocks the connection, we had the Knight of Swords. So they rush in before they're ready, then pull away just as fast. There's impatience, impulsivity, and a failure to communicate clearly. Every time things get intense emotionally, they retreat. This avoidant push-pull is the core blocker here, not a lack of feelings. This isn't a fast-moving situation. If anything does develop, it's going to be slow, steady, and grounded. The pace is going to be frustratingly slow. This connection is not completely over, but any progress comes only when both of you are more stable individually. So right now, it's more paused than finished. You need forward movement, not chasing them, but choosing momentum for yourself. This is about opening your energy back up to life again. So communication, travel, new people, any kind of rapid change. If you stay still, you're going to stay stuck in this pattern. If you move, you break it. Now we're going to look at the overall energy using the bottom of the deck of each deck that I've used here. So overall, you're grounded, practical, and craving something real. You had the Knight of Pentacles. They are nostalgic, looking back, remembering the good, and still emotionally tethered to you with the Six of Cups. And the bond between you, the Two of Cups, is mutual, but it always has been. But emotional connection doesn't always mean equal emotional readiness.